Hi everyone, it's Michael Citron with the Citron Real Estate Group. We're here live, Facebook Live. This is episode 26 of Ask Michael Monday, hashtag Ask Michael Monday. I'm pleased to have Sandra Holmes from Home Staging Concepts here. I've known Sandra for many years. She's an amazing home stager, designer. We're very lucky to have her. So thank you for coming.
You're welcome, Michael.
It's hard to get you. You're a very busy woman. So for people that don't know who you are, just introduce yourself to our audience and tell a little bit about yourself.
Of course. Good afternoon, everyone. And Michael, thank you for having me here for Ask Michael Monday. My name is Sandra Holmes, and I'm the owner of Home Staging Concepts. And I have been staging properties here in South Florida from the Palm Beaches and all the way down to the Keys for the last 14 years. And we specialize in staging vacant properties and occupied homes. We work with developers and builders. And mainly we just help people get on to the next phase of their lives so they can get their homes sold quickly. In addition to that, I also am part owner of StageHomes.com and the International Association of Home Staging Professionals.
That's great. You teach a lot of classes. I mean, you're like the Michael Jordan of home staging. That's what I call her. So she comes in there and sometimes has to hit the game-winning shot to get her home sold. So it's great that you have a lot of success. Please discuss the importance of home staging during the selling process.
Well, Michael, that's a great question. It is very, very important because I always say to the home sellers, do you want your home to sell quickly and for top dollar? And I know that the key to doing that is home staging. So it is really, really important to prepare your home for sale before putting it on the market so that that can happen.
On your website, homestagingconcepts.net, did I get that right?
Yes, you did.
Perfect. Your stat shows, and trust me, I use Sandra, definitely works. 95% of the homes you stage sell on average in 11 days or less, which is amazing in our market, and they sell for 17% more. So what that means is that you're creating a frenzy and buyers that really see what you do. So that's great. So explain how that works, how those statistics really being implemented.
Right. The reason that takes place is because, for example, especially in a vacant home, when the photos are online and it's just 4 white walls and the next room is 4 white walls, what happens is when the properties are staged, the photography that goes online, then people are searching online for their homes. They fall in love with what they see. And then when they get to the home, they're emotionally attached to it and they love the home so much. And so do the other people that come in there. So it creates many times a bidding war and helping to get the home sold. So it helps the seller to get top dollar. Staging definitely works.
Yes, it definitely works. How does the process work with your company? What kind of consultations do you offer?
Well, Michael, we work with anybody that's trying to sell their home, whether you're an individual seller, a builder, an investor, anybody that's going to put their home on the market. Definitely we need to make an appointment to come and meet with you and see the home. It is really, really important because we have to see what is going on inside the home, the architecture and the style. Especially if you live in the home, things may need to be packed up and rearranged and put away. If it's vacant, then I need to take the notes and the photos and what I need to put into the home so buyers can imagine moving in instead of moving on.
So you offer an individual consultation of going out, which we recommend, but sometimes you'll also take the photos from the listings or we're going on an appointment that maybe the home didn't sell for the first agent,
right,
or they have some photos online when they bought it God knows how long ago online, right, and you'll then give 2 separate consultations. Do you want to elaborate on the one that you give when you don't go to the house and you just kind of give your detailed notes?
Right. There's a lot of times that people, what's called an e-consultation. So if it's been on the market previously, I can ask the realtor to send me the previous listing so I can kind of take a look at what's been going on in there. Because if it hasn't sold before, we know that something's got to change because otherwise it'll be the same photos that they take that go online. So it's got to be different, to be able to do that. And so then we can send notes to the client on, rearranging their furniture or packing some things up, maybe painting their walls, changing out their light fixtures, and doing a little bit of updates in their home so it helps them to get, top dollar.
Great. How does staging cost a lot of money? Obviously, that's what people ask me. Doesn't it cost a lot of money? And what they're getting in value, it's certainly the best bang for your buck. How much does your service cost, and do you offer different packages?
Well, Michael, everybody calls it that they're spending money on their home. They'll think the realtor just says, oh, you just want me to spend money so you can sell it really fast. Well, really, we want to say to them that you're going to invest money in your home because it's so important to do that. And I would say on average, a lot of sellers will invest up to $5,000. And that could include landscaping, to have great curb appeal. It could include, fresh paint in the house or maybe updating some appliances. It could be, many things. It all depends on what I see in the home, along with me coming in to do the actual staging in your home. But that investment is going to get you a great return.
What rooms? I mean, we always think about home staging. What are the most important rooms that a home should have the staging for when you're selling it?
Well, I always say, Michael, that when people call me, I get a lot of calls and they say, oh, I just want to stage the living room and the dining room. And I say, well, are we selling the whole house or are you just selling those 2 rooms? But the main rooms that we always do when we're staging is the entry foyer, the living room, the dining room, the master suite is so important, the kitchen, breakfast area. And, believe it or not, what is really key is the outdoor living. Because people want to be here in Florida because of the outdoor living spaces. So we definitely are staging the outdoor area also.
If a seller has their home sitting on the market for a long time, is it too late to home stage? I get calls from people that, I've already been on the market for so long. You see the photos. It's going to be on every website. How would home staging be helpful at that point?
Well, like I said, if it hasn't sold before, there's got to be something that we can do so people do make the phone calls to want to come and see it. And it's never too late to home stage. So there's a lot of times that people say, oh, let's just try it this way and see what happens. And I always say, why are you going to try it? You only get one chance to make a great first impression. And the longer that you wait as a home seller, it ends up costing you more money because you've got carrying costs that go in the home, insurance, taxes. And if your goal is to get your home sold, then why wouldn't you invest the money to get it staged?
I just referred Sandra, a local builder, and they were on the market for 180 days. They kind of match different projects and put some staging, and it looked, totally, it was nice stuff, but it was all, mismatched. So right. Sandra went in there and staged it. Now the house is presentable. People can, certainly find themselves living in the home. So it definitely works where if you are on the market or you haven't sold and you're wondering why, it's probably the presentation. And so it's really important that you have that first impression, and when a buyer walks through the door, it's minutes, it's even seconds that they might be emotionally connected to your house, right. Or they might deconnect.
Well, according to the National Association of Realtors, they say that they make up their mind within the first 8 seconds of walking in the door. So you've got to be able to have a great first impression.
I think it's great. So, people who we work with, they really found value in the consultation, in you coming out, even the E1 that you do online.
Right.
It's just helpful because people in the end want to sell their house for as much money as possible in the fastest amount of time.
Of course.
For realtors out there, we have a lot of audience members. We're friends with a lot of realtors. We work together in this business. Sandra's a great ally to have. So builders, realtors, brokers, mortgage lenders, title agents, anybody who's working in the real estate business should have Sandra's information. And we'll post Sandra's information after the video so you can look at her website. I'm serious. I've been in the business for 14 years, and I've taken those classes years ago when I was a baby in this business.
Yeah.
So you definitely have your stuff together and have helped just in consulting with realtors. But for realtors who are watching this, Sandra, describe the best way that you can be their ally. I always go on the appointment saying you're a team member of ours.
Right.
So I don't have to feel like I'm telling them that they need to do this and this to their house. I always say I have an expert. She's been in the business a lot longer than any other home staging person I've seen or worked with. And I think that interaction with you being that separate person. So explain now the best way for somebody to work with you who's a real estate professional.
Right. A lot of times the realtors, and they do know some of the basic things that they can tell a home seller. Like, we have to clean out your closets a little bit because you never want to advertise lack of space in your home, or clean out your garage, or doing some of the basic things, picking up the toys in the home. But they're not going to really you don't really tell them everything that really needs to be done, because sometimes they think they're crossing the line or offending your home seller. So by having a professional home stager on your team makes you, one, look more professional, and also the sellers are going to look at you as a professional, because you're offering a service that many times they haven't even heard of yet today. So, and a lot of times I work with realtors, Michael, that they have me just go on the listing appointment with them. So while you're doing the paperwork, then I'm going around the house taking my notes so they can start to get everything ready for the home.
I didn't think about that. You come with us next
Yeah.
time.
Yes.
But it's definitely advisable to have somebody in that process, because we go to some houses, we were talking about it earlier, they have purple everywhere, and it's so hard because they're personal. It's personal. So the other question is, when you're in a house and they have a lot of collections of stuff like memorabilia or tchotchkes, we call it. What is what is the polite way that you go in there? For me, it's like, we need to depersonalize this. People are going to be engaged in this. We gotta get rid of this stuff. Sometimes you have to be as blunt as that, but sometimes I feel that the best way is that when you go there, it's done in a way that makes them feel like,
right,
don't worry, we're gonna,
right,
it's not gonna look bad.
A lot of times people are nervous when we're going to go into the home, especially when it's an occupied home, because they're going to worry about what we think about it or judge how they live, and we never ever disrespect how people live in their homes. And when I do see a collection of dolls or some tchotchkes and they have them displayed there, I just say, wow, that's incredible. Tell me about that. And of course, I know they can't wait to tell me about it, because that's why they're displayed to begin with. So the bigger deal I make about the collections, then I can say, listen, there's going to be a lot of people coming through your home, and I feel, anything could happen to it. It could get stolen or broken. And so since this means so much to you, I think that we should just go ahead and pack them up now so nothing happens to them. And it's just an easy way to get the clients to understand without disrespecting, because nobody wants to see the collections. They want to see your home. You're selling your home and not your stuff.
Yeah, I mean, it's definitely one of the challenges of when we go list properties.
Mm-hmm.
But understand, we're getting into that summer selling season. So if you're thinking about making a move, we're not even in May. I mean, May's tomorrow. So it could be a month. Maybe you don't want to have your house on the market till the kids are out of school. Now's the time. Sandra's busy. I would want you to get a consultation so you could get your house ready. It can take days, weeks, sometimes months.
Depending on what you've got to do, right? What have you done to your home to get it ready for sale? Correct. So the time is now.
So if you're thinking about what, you've lived in the house maybe a short period of time, or maybe you lived there a long time. Either way, staging works. And I always say it's just a business. You spend money to make money. Sandra's very affordable for what she offers. And I really see the potential of what your house can sell for. And she does a great job. So if you're thinking of selling your house, give us a call. I'll be happy. Any realtors will give you Sandra's information, and she will be an ally and be one of your team members. Thank you so much for coming on. I appreciate it. I know you're busy and you're excited to stage and go nuts with all the houses you're doing. I love watching your stuff. I mean, it's amazing. So
right.
if you're thinking about selling, or you're a realtor, it's something that you should have. Get a consultation with Sandra so she can then help you. It's helped us succeed in our business, and that's one of the little small advice that we can give to you when you're a realtor or in the real estate profession, or you're a seller looking to sell your house for top dollar. So thank you for watching Ask Michael Monday, episode 26. I hope everybody has a wonderful evening, and see you next week for episode 27. Have a good evening.
Bye.